Howdy, how's it going? We are just doing some app tape. I've just put a little short out there of just me doing a bit of app tape. It stopped before I finished, so it's fine. I've got to feed the algorithm. It's kind of like a bit of quirky vid. I do like being in these environments. So I don't really do too much app tape anymore. It's not really difficult. You can't really mess it up. It's kind of down there nice and firm. Yeah, I missed the video on the weekend because I got drunk on Saturday. I don't really drink anymore. I'm kind of I'm not a bad drinker. I just the next day I just can't. It's a write-off. I got a couple of bits done, but I wasn't able to talk, and I was like, oh, I missed Saturday. So you gotta get like 2 videos in quite quickly. I let my hair down every now and then. I'm not like a crackhead or anything, but yeah, it was just a bing chilling weekend, met an old friend and went to London, so it was all good. It was all good. So this is the wedding stuff that I probably have spoke about before in videos, and it just keeps coming back. And I finished the project, printed all off, signed off, all done, packaged, ready for her to figure out the logistics to take it to Poland. And I just for the record, I always told her to get it printed in Poland. I just got wondering if there's going to be something happening at the airport, or maybe it gets too hot or something. But she said that she wanted another one printed for the table thing, because people pulled out. It's a foreign holiday. People just I guess might not like the plane journey, or they can't afford it anymore, and it's caught them off guard. Millions of reasons why. So I've had to move the tables around, and she was like, "Can you do it again?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "For money." So I charged for this one. Again, undercharged, but I had to charge principal because I wanted to see the back of this. Just because it's taken far too long, and I often wonder, am I just a nice guy, or am I just the competent guy that everyone calls? And my friend ran out. It's a curse. My friend ran out. He needed a micro SD last night for his son's GoPro, and he's just calling me up. I was like, "Yeah, I've got that," and it's just, you know what I mean? It's how Chris will sort it. And then I found a package in our building, and it was 2 blocks along, and I just took that to my neighbour, and I just said, "What am I doing? I've got so much to do, and I'm just trying to save the world." It's tricky, isn't it? So yeah, I said I have to charge. I need to write those POs, just reminding myself. If you're re-watching this, Chris, because sometimes I re-watch it just to see me ramble on. Those POs done. It has to all be official now, all properly done, and I think that's best for everyone, really. If you think, I won't ever declare it, it's like, nah, just declare it. It makes you sort of good with keeping track of things and stuff, makes you more aware, and yeah, I just big bubble in there. I don't want that to be there. Why are you there? It doesn't affect the print or the application tape. It's just annoying me. Swearing. I want to cut it, but I don't want to cut with vinyl. I had to say no to a friend. Got me a little bit of work, and it was just like a 20 quid job, and I had to say no, and it it was like a friend of like a professional friend. And what it was is a license plate. So hear me out. So I didn't know all the rules before I figured this out. And then, my rules were, I can print it for 20 quid. All right. Little license plate in yellow. VA big. And then he got the guy to come into his work, and then got the I was talking to him, and he's like, "Oh, there you go. So there's my size. There's the size I need. Like, do you have the size, mate?" And he's like, "No." And I'm like, "Oh my god, this is going to be one of those jobs." I'm like, I'm not running about for someone for 20 quid, although I do many times. But I'm not running around. So basically, I can't lose money on a job. That's my rule. And I'm like, I said to him, "Look, mate, if I get on your Land Rover and measure that, I've already lost money. If I charge myself labour, I've lost money. So I need you to send me the size." And like, if he was going to buy this online as well, there'd be a multiple choice of like what size he would. So he would have to have measured it. So I just didn't understand how that was a big ask. But he was like, "Oh, really?" He's like, "I just want to help out, the local guys." And I'm like, and this was while I was on the clock at my job as well. So I'm like, what am I meant to do? Like, you can't wait around till my lunchtime or whatever, And it was someone trying to be nice. There's got to be a word for that. Someone trying to be nice, but it's actually not, like, someone trying to help. But what they're really doing, what they've asked for is not what they've asked for, is it? So can I have a vinyl sticker? Sure. I haven't got any artwork. I don't know sizes. He's like, well, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not a mind reader, and like, I'm trying to think of how they thought it would work whilst I was on the clock. So yeah, I had to say no, and I felt bad about it because I always feel bad about stuff like that. But in a weird way, I felt a bit more professional, saying, "I'm really sorry, I can't help you." And also, so I was speaking to a guy I shared a studio with, and he was like, "Yo, you need a license to sell them." And I'm like, "Oh wow!" So I could have got in trouble as well. The risk was too high. Yeah. It was there's 90 different sizes of license plate as well. It's oversized and stuff. So I'm glad I sort of missed it, but it could have easily happened. If he said, "Oh, here's the sizes and stuff," I could have done it, and I would have had to make the template, which would have been about half an hour of artworking. I always round it up, so the minimum I do is half an hour artworking. So if I'm like writing a quote, it's 20-minute job. I don't do 20-minute jobs. It's half an hour, and I am human, so I might say to someone, I can, or I might just make sure it's like super duper, like pre-fly it or whatever. I don't know. Just get it done. Yeah, I got 4 new subscribers, so well played, guys. I made a little short of me throwing some vinyl in the bin. It was kind of dumb, but I like dumb little videos myself, so I just made another one where I kick it this time. I'm looking at the 200,000 views, which would be cool, and 100 subscribers. That'd be amazing. I'm in the cursed, no, it's not cursed. I'm in the area now where I'm working in the business and on the business. So, all it takes to mess up my evening is a silly little sticker print, and then I'm in the studio for an hour. And, that hour could have been me figuring something out or putting a new listing up. So I'm really happy with where everything is at. But I do wonder. but also having, like, if I had too much time, freedom's sometimes not necessarily a good thing, because what do people do with freedom, man? They find like bad things to do with their time. But whereas if you've got rules and like restrictions, you figure out a way to do it. So sometimes, like, so that's what a brief is, isn't it? A brief is like, I want this. If someone just says do whatever you want, you're going to get it wrong because there's no brief. So the rules are the brief. So in life, like, if you have a brief to something, you're probably going to be all right. But if you start something without a brief, or what's the end goal and what's the vibe you're going for, it's just gonna mess up. It's simple as that. Yeah, it's been a very busy week so far, and it's only Wednesday, and I'm old, so it takes me a few days to recover from a hangover. So I haven't really been myself. I haven't been miserable, which is kind of a different sort of hangover. Usually I just get sad, but yeah, that's boring. I've just been a bit dreary. I've sort of been too busy to sort of figure it out, but sad isn't the answer. I'm in a good place, I've got a girl, I've got a missus now. She's all right, and so the business is doing all right. It's going steady. I'm going to be zigzagging soon because I'm going to have to buy gear, and I've got a nice job coming up, which is going to make me a couple of quid. First nice job of the year, which is always good. Then that takes cash flow away. So if I have to outsource it, it will take cash flow away, which always makes the next month tricky until I'm paid. But it's all it's all what I signed up for, isn't it? So like, and I'm really sort of studying how to do the limited company thing. I speak to a lot of people and I'm just YouTubing it and trying to figure it out. So I know there's other rules, and I've heard of like graphic designers that have been bumped by becoming limited companies. I'm going to buy a Costco card as well. So note to self, if you're really watching this, future Chris, get the Costco card. I want to go check out Costco. If you don't think Costco is good value, write in the comments or the bookers or whatever. I mean, I can do them both as a sole trader. Just take a couple of receipts and that. But yeah, it's a cool time. Perhaps like so busy, I haven't really been able to think. And I heard that's also sort of a weird sort of, if you think, you sort of start messing up. You need action. You need to do. If you're thinking, you're doom scrolling in your head. Yeah. Just want to say hi, guys. Sorry for being late, and thank you for the subscribers. 75. Even if I don't get to 100, 75 is still crazy to me. I'm like loving life, and I know it seems like I just talk about life, don't I? So like it's like bumping heads with people and stuff. So yeah, thanks guys. The shorts will keep coming all during the week. The shorts just kind of keep the channel alive. They keep the blood flowing, and then a video once a week. If I ever find more time, I'd love to do 2 a week. I do like talking in front of the camera and just kind of getting through it. And it's uncut as well, so I'm like taking it back to like old school days. It's not me being lazy, but I think if you just trim it and make it like too clean, add a little like slow like little a beat in the background to kind of get rid of any sort of silent moments. I just think it's fine. Yeah. I follow people with weird little hobbies on YouTube who just talk in their car. It just seems like it's always like in the evening thing. I listen to them. Someone who does like karaoke in America, some lady, and she just talks in the car. I don't even think she does karaoke, but she talks about it. Got like 300 subscribers. Yeah, good times. Peace out, guys. Thanks for everything.